Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Lance Janes, and this is a Lance Janes podcast, and I'm so honored. This is so neat. I'm actually talking to someone that's in the next day. My friend singing out in Australia. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are yourself?
I'm fantastic. So
That's great,
you're
Lance.
already in Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How about that?
Sunday morning, 10:30. Hmm.
I met you on Twitter. I just got like a notification on Twitter the other day that I've been on there for 9 years, but I've known you
Yes, I know.
probably close to 9 years, and we've messaged, but we only talked in person like a couple days ago. But it was mainly
Yes.
because I wanted to reach out to you. Being I'm in the United States, you're in Australia. Um, like I'm trying to share more and more truth and allow people to I don't know. Like we see so much crap on media and social media, and like some of it looks horrible, but like yeah, it's always like, is it real or not? Like it's helpful to talk to someone that's there and living it. So thank you so much.
So
It's so
what have you been hearing, Lance?
I will tell you this. Like I've heard through social media and people that I follow on YouTube, and I do my own research, but I've
Yes.
heard by and large, I don't watch the news. I don't have cable or anything anymore. I don't watch the news. But I mean, we've just heard it's the lockdown in Australia has been really, really
Yes,
bad.
that's right. It is
Okay.
at the moment, but it's in Queensland. It's been lifted today
Okay,
because there was
good.
only one. There was only one case overnight.
So they've lifted. How long is this restriction? When did it start?
In Queensland, it started a week ago. In
Okay.
New South Wales, it started about 7 weeks ago.
Okay.
And in Victoria, it started a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Most cases are down in Victoria.
Okay.
A guy came in from India bringing the Delta strain,
Hmm.
but all up since 2019, there's been 820 deaths nationally, but
So
there's
wait.
35,000 cases.
So you guys have only had 800 and something deaths since this
Yes,
began?
820.
Wow. So what we're seeing on media, social media, we're seeing like people like I saw a video of some guy, he's allegedly an elderly guy out doing yoga in the park, and he gets attacked and handcuffed. We've seen videos of people like people going into people's homes in Australia if they've not been social
Well,
distancing. Like, is that hype? Is that real? Like, what's going on? Is it
no,
has it?
that's real.
Okay,
Only certain people that have got the virus,
yeah.
may do a jail term, but the fine is $1,300 if you're caught outside when you're supposed to be in quarantine. We're allowed to go to the shops, to doctor appointments, to
Hmm.
anything that's essential,
Hmm.
but all other shops are closed down. They're worried about the economy, but we're worried about contracting the virus.
Yeah.
So uh, I don't know how many people have actually been sent to jail, but I know a few have been fined.
Okay.
Just ignorant people
Yeah.
crossing the border illegally and things like that. They're
And
told to
what
stay where
border?
they are and they just
What
do as they please.
what border are you talking about?
Uh, New, New South Wales and Queensland
Okay.
borders,
So
and the
like
same with
different parts of
Victoria
Australia,
and New South Wales.
you can't go from like certain places without being approved or something. Is that right?
Normally, yes, you can
Yeah.
travel anywhere within Australia and Tasmania,
Yeah.
but with the virus, there's been restrictions, and you have to have viable reasons to get through the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So they've now
funerals, things like that, funerals and weddings, you're only allowed 10 in attendance.
yeah.
But we have been so lucky here, Lance.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're hearing in America, but 820 deaths. When I looked up the global statistics yesterday, our tally was 820, and I think that's fantastic compared to what other countries have
Yeah.
been
And like,
through.
and I think that
It,
that's what, like, we hear things are really bad, at least what I've heard. And I don't watch the news, but I'm on social media and I met you on Twitter and we see different posts, but it sounds like things are just so horrible in Australia. Like, and we
no,
keep, they're
our
not,
government is fantastic. Last year, the government gave all unemployed people double their income.
yeah,
They gave all people on the pension 2 lots of $750.
wow.
Uh, we're so lucky here. We have free medical.
Hmm.
There was even free transport, like if you needed transport somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh, they're so organized, our government. I couldn't complain at all. I'm not into
That's
politics.
fantastic. No, and I'm not into politics either, but and that's maybe like
No,
that's really why I wanted to have you on because you're the only person I know in Australia. Like I know one person, I know two people in the United Kingdom, and I want to talk. And I
yeah,
know it's been really bad over there, but like
it's been terrible.
I know
Well,
that only from
Indonesia,
talking to them. So,
Indonesia was reporting 20,000 cases a day.
mhm.
So, and that's just up from us, the islands.
But let me ask you this: do you know if that's real?
I'm not sure. I haven't researched that myself.
And that's kind of the point of
That's
this,
just the
yeah.
media.
But
I'm
like
just
and
going
media,
by,
exactly. But
yeah.
media is portraying Australia as just horrible, horrible,
No,
and
it's not.
that's good
It's
to
not at
know.
all.
That's good to know.
It's, yes, it's not at all. It's under control.
Yeah,
They're doing contact tracing at the moment.
yeah.
There was only one case overnight in Queensland. Uh,
Can I ask you about that contact tracing? Is that done via your cell phone or what?
uh, we have a code. So when we go, if we go to the doctors or the shops or whatever, you just scan the code
Hmm.
or type in the code. So it shows where you've been
Okay.
in that day. That's
Well,
if people
that's
scan the
interesting.
code.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't have any of that. We have none of like where I live at least. But I have friends in different part. Like you have friends in Illinois and other parts of the country. It's almost like every state is almost like a different world, and that's what I mainly wanted to have you talk about
That's
because
what
yeah,
that was that is what was happening here, but they all joined together. They had meetings and each premier from each state joined up and decided what to do, what was best for the country itself,
yeah,
not per state. It was what was best for everybody. And it seems to be working. They're doing a brilliant job.
that's
They really, really
fantastic.
are.
I'm so glad to
Yeah,
hear that. And we just get
they
like
are.
we don't get. I don't know what we get. That's kind of why like we're in this day and age. This is so cool. Like, how would I ever talk to anyone in Australia if it
The
wasn't?
media
Yeah,
thrives off exaggeration.
yeah.
They wouldn't have a job. If they didn't exaggerate and make up stories, they wouldn't have a job, would
And I
they?
think I agree, and it's that's what's out of control, and that's why I'm trying to make these kind of videos. That's why I'm trying to be more truthful on my channel. I mean, I think we're in a waking the great awakening. I think our world is waking up. I think we're moving into a new dimension, into a new era. But it's everything is so crazy, especially in our
It
country, and
is.
it's just like it's just so surreal, Like, and I made a video
I
like
I was sort of expecting it.
were you?
I was
I,
reading a lot about the Mayan prophecies,
yeah,
which I said to you, I wrote a lot on Twitter,
yeah,
and everyone just sort of thought, oh, yeah, righto.
yeah.
Thought I was out there, but they predicted this to happen. And
It's the long count that not only the Mayans but the Ethiopians.
yes,
These are long
yes,
count
that's right.
calendars that are
But
that have
again, media stepped in and said the end of the world was going to happen and things like that. They did not predict the end of the world. They predict a shift in consciousness. And
the end
the
of an era.
time, like you said, with the long count and everything,
Yeah.
the calendar, and then they brought the Gregorian calendar in and changed everything.
Yeah.
So this is ancient writings that
Yeah.
we're going, but I won't go into that. I'm sorry, Lance.
No, I'm glad you did. I'm the one that kind of encouraged it. I mean, I believe in that. I believe that, and I've
But
seen,
whether it's a conspiracy, who knows?
well, but it's not about conspiracy. Like, and I don't want to like get him wrapped up in all that. And conspiracy is honestly, conspiracy is kind of a shitty term. I think that that's
No,
kind
well,
of like people are
I
labeled.
see a lot on social media
Yeah,
that
and
it's a
people are
conspiracy
labeled.
and things like that. So I did a 7-page essay on the origin of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
And where they're coming from, you can understand. They want a race that is of high IQ, no poverty, no sickness, no. So you can't play God. I'm starting to ramble now.
No, I saw a video that honestly said that today, and I know where you're coming from. Like I do feel that like I feel like we're in the battle of good versus evil, and I'm not like
Yes,
a real. I'm not like I'm a spiritual being, and I've studied. I grew up Christian, but I've learned from so many different religions and Hinduism and Buddhism, and I
yes,
think that
exactly.
I think that we're at that place, and that's what I was talking about with the Ethiopians and the Mayans, and everybody thought it was 2012, but like calendars and time, like
Exactly.
who knows? Maybe it's 20. I think it was 2020. Something things are changing. We're entering a new earth. The signs are
Yes.
everywhere. I mean, just everything
Well,
that's
a
going
shift in
on.
consciousness makes a lot more sense than saying it's the end of the world.
Yeah,
We have been enlightened. We were so complacent. You might pass 1,000 people a day in the street. No one says hello to each other. We've all become, we isolated ourselves from each other, although we want to communicate and be with each other. But everyone is in their own little worlds. I don't know. And this has brought us out in the open where we have to be conscious of what's going on. We have to think of our future, what we've done to the planet, what we've done to each other as human beings. And it's an awakening, like you said. And it's time. It's time for change, and I'm glad that it's occurring
I am too. So tell us,
because
like
it'll make a hell of a difference for our youth.
it will, and the
Because
wearing
they're just
mask
living
and
in
all this.
crazy time. I know.
They are, and I've got 2 kids, and I know you've got some. You have sons, right?
2 boys,
2
yes.
boys, yeah. How old are they?
One's 36 and
Yeah,
one's 31.
awesome. I've seen pictures of
But
them.
the 31-year-old is having a hard time with the virus, being in lockdown and things like that. He's finding it a bit hard. But
So many people are.
there's all services available if you're suffering from depression, and that they're always advertising that if you're getting down about things, that you can always see certain doctors and whatever. So that's great. There's always backup for everybody.
Yep.
We work as one in Australia. It's I love Australia.
I can't
When
wait to
things go
visit
down, everyone sticks together.
if I'm allowed to visit or travel anywhere. Hopefully, I can't wait. No, I've always wanted to go there.
Mm. For
I,
sure.
I've got a
You'd
place to.
love it.
I've got a place to stay, right?
Yeah. Well, we're
Well,
moving soon.
I'll stay wherever you're at. It's all good.
Yes. I can't wait. We're moving to an island.
Are you really?
Yeah, 2,800 people.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that'll be
What's
great.
prompted that?
Uh, the population growth
Yeah, yeah,
and the rent.
yeah.
The rent is incredible here. It's 550 a week.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
They're, that's one thing they don't lack is greed.
Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah.
what's causing them to release the lockdown?
The lack of cases.
Okay. So that's
We
good.
only had one case overnight.
And one case overnight meaning where you live or all
Uh, no, 1,200 k's away,
okay.
thank goodness. But he
Yeah.
was a taxi driver.
Yeah.
So he was driving everyone around for 10 days.
Yeah.
So they've got to contact trace who he's been in contact with, obviously.
See, we don't
And
have that. We don't have that all that contact tracing. There's talk of it. We don't have that, at least where I am. But it's weird. I mean, it's different in different parts of the United States, and I know in the UK it's pretty bad too. But like, I don't have to like report who I'm around and do all that crap. I don't like it.
well, I was telling you that I saw certain videos on the dark net,
Yeah.
and it was a book that the Chinese wrote in 1999,
Mhm.
how that they were going to take down America with biological warfare. So it just depends what you research to what you find.
I agree. I
There's that
agree.
much information out there.
I agree. And
But it
like
can send you a bit loopy when you start delving into things and you start thinking, surely this can't be possible.
absolutely.
And
And that's
they,
cognitive dissonance. Like we
exactly.
all come from like we believe what we've known, and that's what I've tried to do. And like I'm not one that I'm building this channel for truth and to share positive things to help people awaken and like
The
this. This
Truth
is
Seeker
great.
Society,
What's that?
the Truth Seekers Society.
Yeah. But I think so many people on this earth are waking up and it's been part of this. I mean, I do think this is, and I know what you're talking about going down that rabbit hole where you're like, holy shit, like this is crazy. Like, no way can this be real. But like, and I'm not saying, I'm just like trying to educate myself. And I think that's what you're doing. And I think that's all we can do as human beings, spiritual beings having a human experience. Do your own homework and quit. The biggest problem, at least in the United States, is the division. Like they're trying to divide us on every single level. And
Mm,
that's what the media tries to do.
yeah,
Race
right.
and politics and having a shot versus not having a shot and all that shit. So
Well, we're going through that at the moment. They don't know whether they're going to make it mandatory to have the vaccine
yeah.
because only a certain percentage have had it.
Hmm.
But everyone, because it hasn't been tested, if you look up vaccines, a friend of mine wrote a section about it, saying that with vaccine, it usually takes a couple of years for it to be tested. But the Pfizer and the other one just came out and sort of is pumped into everyone. And we've had a couple of cases over here where they got blood clots. So people are sort of thinking, oh, should we have it now or just wait to see? Because the cases aren't bad. We don't know whether to get the shot or not.
Yeah. And that's kind
So
of
we're just
like where I
waiting.
am personally. Like I've never had the flu and I never got a flu shot. And
No,
I'm personally like I'm just waiting. Like I don't feel a need for it, especially
no,
with
that's the same with us at the moment.
the survival rate is so high. And I worked in the medical device industry for a long time in the United
Right.
States. The FDA approval is no joke. And I know they were
No,
trying to rush this out, but like, look, I wouldn't have been able to sell a stent to put in someone's body if it wasn't approved. Not a chance.
but my question is, why does Bill Gates have a patent out on a vaccine that wasn't even heard of prior to the event happening?
And I've seen like some of the have you seen the patent number?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
why in telegraph poles in the box, why is it written COVID-19?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard that COVID-19 stands for, and hopefully this won't get banned. Certificate of Vaccination ID, AI. AI 19. A is number one. 9 is the whatever. The it goes to I. AI. So A is the first letter of the alphabet, and 9 is I. There we go.
Yes, I don't know. That's what I mean. You don't know what to, when you start delving into it, there's that much information that contradicts each other's information that you don't know whether this is a conspiracy, whether it was just a mistake in the Wuhan.
Or if it was funded. Yeah, the lab, or if it was
The
funded
lab.
and
Sorry, I couldn't get
yeah.
that word out.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, yeah.
Or
So
someone was chomping on a bat. Who knows?
that's exactly right. And then I saw the video of David Attenborough on the dark net, and he was in the full garb collecting the coronavirus. Then he was giving a speech to all these elite people saying that the population has to be depopulated. And he went on with all this stuff that we came from apes, and all. It was just going on with all this crazy talk.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch the video because it was, I don't know, it was affecting me. But look it up on.
Oh,
I don't know
have.
whether you've
I
ever
have.
been on the darknet. Yes.
And I'm like 3 hours away. Have you heard of the Georgia Guidestones?
No.
Okay, it's a granite monument that appeared in rural Georgia, north of Atlanta. I'm
Right.
not far from it. It appeared in like the 80s. No one really knows what it is. You can look it up on YouTube or anywhere. Georgia Guidestones, but like it has like 10 commandments for a new world, and they're written in like like I don't know, 10 or 15 languages, but like the number one is maintain a population, a world population at 500 million or less. That's the number
Yes.
one. Like there's
Yeah,
no
right.
doubt, like whoever is behind all this shit, like they don't care about you, they don't care about me, they don't care about any of us. There's definitely an agenda to depopulate our planet. And
Well,
I
Agenda
get that we're
21.
Agenda 21 and
Yeah.
the new
And Project Mockingbird.
yeah.
And there's numerous ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always said it was a combination of the cabin in the woods,
Yeah.
Hostel, and I can't think of the last movie where they hunt them down.
Is
'Cause I
that
was reading
Songbird or Bird Song? One of those. Have you seen that one?
Mockingbird.
Songbird.
Yeah.
It's something about it's not Mockingbird. I know, yeah, it's Songbird, I think. Hang on a
Hunger
second.
Games.
Well,
Hunger
Hunger Games
Games
for
is what
real.
I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
was reading. It was
Okay.
about the royalty
Yeah.
getting young homeless kids, filling them with LSD and hunting them down.
Wow.
And I thought, wow, who makes these videos
Yeah.
to feed people this information?
Yeah.
But it mostly came out when that young guy was climbing out of the royals' premises naked.
I think I missed that one.
I don't know whether you saw that on the media.
I did not.
They had it on our news here.
Songbird is the movie. I've been
But
looking
who
for.
knows, Lance?
Yeah. No, I know.
What's
I
really
know.
going on
And I think
behind the scenes.
what's honestly most important to me is like talking to friends like you, and we're just like sharing truth. Like I'm not saying we don't know what's going on. You're not saying
No, that's
but
right.
like I'm talking to you in Australia. Like we can only everything sounds like Australia is fucking horrible right now, and apparently it's not so bad, and that's good to hear. And that is good to hear because we only get one version of shit. So
Yeah, that's right.
you're already in Sunday.
Yes, Sunday morning.
Yeah. And you're
It's
getting out a
already
lot
occurred.
and you're getting out of lockdown. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so you got to see whether your Sunday actually turns up.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. You need a new lighter, I think. That one work?
I know, I just got one.
I
Yes.
love it. No, it's awesome.
All right.
I'm so
Okay,
grateful.
then I'm going to say goodbye, my friend.
No, thank you for coming on. I'm so grateful.
That's all right.
I'd love to have you back again. And I have one other
Sure.
question. Do
Yes.
do dingoes eat babies?
Dingoes eat everything.
Are they common?
Wild dingoes will eat anything. They'll eat you and I.
Will they? Are they that aggressive?
Yes, they are apparently, but you can hunt them off.
Yeah.
If you've got something, just hunt them off. But they are aggressive. But we don't have drop bears with fangs.
No, I can't
And
wait to come visit. Hopefully
Skippy
soon.
doesn't come past
What's that?
locally lately.
What'd you say?
Skippy,
Oh yeah.
kangaroo.
Oh yeah. That would be cool. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
this will be over soon and I can come visit.
Okay, that'd be
I'll
great.
come to the island. Let me know where you are.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, my smiling
All
friend.
right.
I'm
You have
so
a great.
grateful. Yeah, you too. Thank you for
You're
coming on.
welcome.
I'll send you
And tell
links
everyone
and
everything's fine in Australia.
that's what this is all about. I'm so glad to hear
Yeah.
it. Thank you, my friend.
All right. Bye for now.
Have a happy week. Brand new week.
You
Best ever.
too.
I will. Thanks, my
You
friend.
too.
See ya.
Bye for now.
Bye.